All right, so how's everyone doing? I hope you are all doing amazing. Happy evening, everyone, and let's start this week running. Please write down in the chat, how are things going this week? What have you seen? Share a victory that you have had this week in the LifeWave business. Please share it in the chat if you're available. A victory, a triumph, something, a gain, a win. I know that we're on Tuesday, but we're constantly working this business. So if somebody can share in the chat if they had a victory, something that they can share. Hey, I signed up my first person. I'm at manager rank. Okay, Carlos, congratulations. Congratulations, you're at manager rank. It's the first big rank that we do here. I have a mom of a kid with autism that ordered the patches for her son. Awesome. These are things, experiences that we are living every day. I love hearing this. Moving leaders to become managers. Love it. Love it, Ronald. Let's go. Let's get them. Let's go get it. That marvelous testimony of a girl from my team. Guys, talking about testimonies, please, if you can please share your testimonies in the channel. If you're in our team, we have a channel for testimonies. So please upload your testimonies there because that's where we get them from. And we can share them in all the other platforms. And also the rest of the people can use them to recruit, to teach. So obviously we want everybody to have access to this. Let's see with Kim. Phenomenal week. Loved sharing and patching everyone I meet. That's true, Kim. Amazing. Such an opportunity. I'll let you know how you can add that. Okay, guys. So what is it that we today want to focus on? What we want to focus on today is in the system that we can use in this business, okay? And it is very, very important to have a system, okay? We are using a system for you. Why is it important to have a system? Well, one of the things that we want you to understand, the other day I had a conversation with one of our leaders, and I don't want you to manage this business like an employee does. If you are managing this business as if you were an employee, the only thing you're going to do is have a new job, not a business. And as an employee, if you work this as an employee, it means that you're working day after day after day, and you don't have a sustainable business. You don't have a business that can grow without you being there the whole day. And nobody here enrolled into this business to be 24/7 on top of a business. I know my wife is one of those who is all day, but we go 10 days off to the missionaries and the business still works. Do you want to go on vacations? The business still works. And why do I say this? Because as a team, Jay, Lola, Justin, myself, my wife, Irma, our team, Manuela, we are constantly improving things, listening to your ideas. It doesn't mean that we know everything perfectly, but we want you to have the tools and the things that you need to be able to grow a business. Now, the key here is for you to use it. The key is that you actually use it. Because how many people write to us, hey, I don't know how to do this. I don't want to tell you the truth because you didn't take the time to go and do the things that you need to do for your business, but you want me to do it for you. No, we have to take action And we have to use the tools that we have to be able to grow our business. We're not giving this to you just because we feel like it. We're giving it to you because we want you to have a system and a process in which you can grow your business. You can automatize your business. Your business can grow without you having to be there the whole day. So what I'm going to share with you now, and this is something that we're going to send to all the teams afterwards, so don't worry about it. It doesn't matter what team you're in, you're going to receive it from your team. You're going to receive this. So what is the first thing that happens when you enroll someone? Everybody is, oh my God, I'm behind this person. I want to enroll them. I want to enroll them. I want to enroll them. But do we actually enroll that person? And then we forget about that person? All that effort that you did to enroll that person, and now you're not going to have the benefit of enrolling them. Why? Because you never paid attention to that person. You never helped them enter the system. You never met up with that person. You never gave that person the knowledge that you possibly have. You never shared it with that person. That person is in the air, completely lost right now. And after 2 months, we say, oh, now I don't have a business. Well, you don't have a business because you treated it like an employee. You never gave it the direction. You never put in the effort. You never thought in this business as a business and an opportunity. And like I constantly say to you, what you give to this business is what this business is going to give back to you. If you treat it like an employee, like something secondary, you're not going to last 7 days in the business. You're not going to last because imagine that you treat your husband or your wife like that you never give them importance. You never try to learn what they like. You never try to learn what she likes. How is your matrimony going to be like? And how do we think that we're going to do the same thing in a business and it's going to give us money? It's impossible. Impossible. So this is what I'm going to share with you. We all prepared a message that each one of you is going to receive. And the only thing you have to do is add certain links, like, for example, your WhatsApp link or the link of how you registered, certain things, but the rest you don't even have to change them. Each person who you enroll, this is something that you have to have saved in your phone. The minute that someone enrolls, this message has to be out there. This message has to be out there because the person is now having tools. Now, like I'm saying, look at all the tools that we are giving you. And when I say you, I mean everyone. Is everyone using them? No. I can't force anybody to use tools, but as a leader, I have to give you the benefit and I have to put you in the situation of you being able to achieve something if it's true that you want to. And many things happen. Like, for example, I enroll you and nothing else happens. That person had the potential, but they get disencouraged because nobody paid attention to them. Nobody told them how to register, and they're just waiting for a call. They don't know where the calls are. They don't know where the links are. I don't know. How do I access the chats? I don't know. Juanita enrolled me and she doesn't answer the phone. Where is Juanita? I have no idea how to access a Zoom call. What do I do? What do you think is going to happen with that person? That person is not going to last. I don't even think a week in the business. Here, there's someone that says, I was one of those. That is unacceptable. That happened to me, but here I am. I made my way. Amen. I'm happy for that. That is not acceptable. And you yourself, if you invested the money in being here, if you're investing in time, it's to grow this business, right? So let me go on, move on from this message, and at the end I have some questions, okay? Or if you'd like, if you have questions for me, you can start raising your hand because I am not going to take very long today. So the first thing is this message is going to say, obviously, hi, welcome, just like our message, welcome to Be the Light. And the next thing that we're going to do, you're going to have a video. You already have this. You have to change it. There's going to be a link of a playlist on YouTube that is going to have the 5 most important videos that this person needs to see today. Today, this person needs to see this immediately. And after that, in the message, there's going to be a call that is going to say the link of the call that we have for onboarding is this one. We have an onboarding. Jay's team has an onboarding. There's other teams that have onboardings. And that we know on Mondays we have this call. Every new person, this person, for example, is new. They are receiving the call, and this is for new people. If you are someone who has been for a long time here and you need to do an onboarding, let me tell you to get out of that room and look at yourself in the mirror because probably this is not a business for you. Because if you've been here for a month and you still need to do an onboarding, it's because you haven't paid any interest to this business. You haven't made an effort at all to the business. And now, leave. No, obviously, I'm not going to say that, but I would like to say that, right? So this is for new people who just enrolled. They enrolled this week. Okay, on Monday, we're going to have an onboarding. Yes, you can send this to them. We're going to have this in English and in Spanish. Everyone, don't worry about it. You're going to have it. Afterwards, you're going to see a calendar that will be updated every day. Every week, you are going to be able to enter this link and see all the calls because it is updated in real time. So Lola, Manuela, Irma are coordinating with us. We have a meeting each Monday with Jay, Rachel, and myself and the team, our team, and we organize what is going to happen, the trainings, the ideas, and we're all like, okay, so this message, these links for the trainings are going to be there. You don't have to go very far away to search for it. You have them in your hands. Again, what is the excuse to not go if we're giving it to you, right? The other thing that we have is that we are also going to give you, we even have a business presentation that you can see there. You're also going to see a link for a video where there are 4 business presentation calls. Why did we do this? Why? I enroll Rosa today. Rosa is the first person who I enrolled. I've been in the business for a week. One of the things that I want to do, and obviously everybody's different, but in the perfect world, and obviously you are going to have to leave your comfort zone. Oh, but I don't feel good talking about the product. Well, that sounds like an excuse to me because how can you get out of your comfort zone and become confident having knowledge? How can you have knowledge? Going to school, to YouTube, and learning about the business. Do you feel uncomfortable? You don't not feel confident? It's because you haven't taken time to learn about the business. If you want to grow the business, you have to do these things. I enrolled Rosa. I've been here for a week. Rosa, next week we're going to have a presentation call for your team. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do a presentation call, but you know what I can do? I can go to this link and see those four calls again and again and again and take notes. And when I meet with Rosa and I do the business presentation, I was ready because I studied those four business presentation calls. And you don't have to do it exactly like Carlos J or Rochelle or anyone else does it. You can do it your own way, but at least you have a structure of what to follow. You have a way of what to see. And how are you going to learn that? With knowledge. Oh, but I'm embarrassed. You know who's going to be embarrassed too? Your bank account when it's in zeros. It's going to be very embarrassed. That's what you're going to get, right? But everyone here wants the same thing. We want to grow a business, and to grow a business, we need time. We have to dedicate it time. And Jay and I were talking about it the other day. When we started, and it's going to be funny, you're going to see it on social media. Now we're going to the trip in Punta Mita, now that we're going to go. Well, we need to leave on Saturday because we need to preach on Sunday in Punta Mita, but we're going to the same hotel where I patched my wife without her knowing what it was. Less than a year ago, May, oh, I thought we were in May, sorry, April, May, June. 9 or 8 years ago, for my wife's birthday, we were there, and that's where I patched her. And I told her that it was a business too. So now we're going to that same place with a paid trip by the company. So that's amazing for us. And you're going to see it on social media. We're going to post it. But what did we do? Jay enrolled. Jay didn't know anything about the business. He immediately called me. I enrolled. My wife said, what are we going to do? Well, watch videos, study. Kyle, send me a video. How does this work? How do you do this? We were active. Kyle didn't have to fall over me for me to learn. Jay didn't have to fall over me for me to learn. Mike didn't have to fall over me for me to learn. I saw the opportunity. I believe in the business. I believe in this product. What do I need to do? I'm going to run at 1,000,000 miles an hour to learn as fast as I can. And that's when we start to see results. Mike, for me, is one of the best doing business presentation calls. We still work with him when he's in person because of his energy, but it doesn't mean that we need him every day because we learned about the business. And this is what I need you to take seriously. What is it that and this, guys, is super, super easy. I was talking to someone from another multi-level company, and they have been in the company for 30 years, and they still don't know about the whole compensation plan because it's so complicated. This is easy. Here you have a product that you're going to talk about, nothing else. The explanation is super easy. It is super easy. You don't have to get complicated. You don't have to explain it like David, nothing of the sort. But it becomes easy when we give it time and attention to practice and to learn. There are no excuses. No excuses. I don't have time. There is time. At what time do you wake up? At 7? You don't have time? Wake up at 5. Because the rest is just excuses. When my wife was in Monet, I remember she would wake up at 6:15 a.m. every day to work. And it was 11 p.m. and she was still learning about the business and working the business. We're talking about 6 years ago. There were no excuses. She woke up at 3:30 a.m. I saw that and that motivated me to work even harder. And I didn't have to do that. And that, I'm not saying that everybody has to be like us. No. And we're not better than anyone. We're just telling you, hey, this is what we did. When people ask me, how come you retired from the fireman? How did you do your business? It was easy. I saw the person next to me every day who was Jay. Jay would say, Carlos, do this. Okay. Do this. Okay. Change this. Okay. Oh, look, that sounds crazy. It worked because somebody who had results was giving me the plan of how to do it. If we're giving you something, it's because we know a bit about what can help your business grow. And we have wonderful leaders here. Juan Carlos, Esteban, amazing. They have a knowledge we learn from them every day, but we need to follow them. We need to model what they're doing. What are we doing? Why? Because we don't know everything, but we know enough to say, hey, where are you? Are you here? This is what you need to do. Let's continue. Okay, the other thing that we're going to have here, another thing, obviously, there's also going to be a reminder that we have the business presentation every Thursday for everyone. You need to have that goal every single, it's not acceptable for you not to invite someone. And it's not acceptable with me. This is not about me. I'm growing my own business. It's not acceptable with yourself. Okay, every week I have to have two people in this if you're not doing business presentation calls on your own. That's where you're going to have the link. The other thing is the reminder for the person who is enrolling. Now, Rosa enrolled with me. Rosa, you are going to receive the 6 sleeves of advance. Your goal, Rosa, in the next 29 days is to have 0 patches left. Let's do the math, Rosa. It's 30 per sleeve times 6, 180 patches that you have in your hands. If I divide that by 5 patches, I can give patches to 36 person, 5 patches. Out of 36 people, right in the chat, now that you know about the business, now that you know how the patch works, if I give the patch to 5 patches to 36 people, how many people do you think you can enroll from there? Put it in the chat, please. I just want to have an idea because there's no wrong answer or correct or incorrect answer. But I want to see where you're at. Ronald, 50%? Let's say that it's not 50%. Let's say that it's 20%. So if it's 20% of 36, you just enrolled 7.2 people. 7 people. What happened there? If they enrolled in advance, 7 people, how much did you earn back from your money? You recovered all your money from the patches of your investment. So, where is the problem here? Where is the objection here? If I'm saying to you, this is the only thing you need to do. to give out patches. You recovered your money and you reached manager. The faster you do that, the better it's going to be for you. Now, we have other things that we are going to, and afterwards, so one of the things that we're also going to have messages about for people who are, okay, raise your hand if you want to ask a question, guys. Okay, please, so I can see the hands. You can raise your hands on the way because Adriana already raised her hand. So that way I can start answering questions because we're going to have time at the end for Q&A. So start writing your questions in the chat, raising your hand. It doesn't have to be only about this. You can ask me whatever you want. The another thing that we're going to have for you is a message to send to your retail or preferred customers. So, why? Because we want to know how these people are doing. Like I said, you're going to have all of this. Are you going to use it? It's up to you. It's up to you if you're going to use it or not, but you're going to have it. We want to touch those people because they're just retail clients, right? Okay, but that doesn't mean, oh, they're retail clients, they didn't enroll into a business, they can't do anything. Nope. Guys, those people are the easiest people that can become business partners because they tried the product. So it's easier for them to want to become business partners than people from the street. A person on the street has not tried the product. They're cold. The retail client already tried the product, already has an experience, has already gone through something. Possibly a pain went away. You don't know. We need to do a follow-up on these people. So we are here. I'm going to show you a few more of these, which is a sequence of how we want you to send these messages to these people. Again, it's not ours. We're just giving you this tool for you to have it. You just need to copy and paste, copy and paste. In WhatsApp, you can copy and paste an email. You have to be in charge of your business. In this message, what is it that we're going to do? Hey, hi, whoever. I just wanted to see how things are going. How do you feel with the patches? I would love to listen about your experience. What have you seen? Have you seen anything different? And I can also remind them, hey, you know that I also wanted to remind you that there is a way in which you can receive free patches every month. The only thing that you need to do is share your link of referrals with 3 people who have an auto shipment, and your patches will be free for you every month. It's easy, it's fun, sharing something with people, something that works. If you have curiosity about this, send me a message. I'll be happy to help. 30 days, a 30-day message. Then afterwards, we have another message after 60 days. And this is what we are going to, Alejandra. Oh, don't worry, I'll answer that later. After the other one, 60 days, after 60 days, the same thing. Hey, how are you feeling? I imagine that by now you must have a testimony. I would love to hear your testimony. I wanted to remind you about the affiliate program. And after 60 days, we're already trying to, and possibly it's going to be much easier. It's going to be sooner in the process. You won't even have to be there for 60 days. We've had people in 2 weeks who have said, hey, I want to enroll into the business right now. That is what happened to Juan Carlos from U90X. He patched himself and he said, wait, I'm in. I'm in. And I know that it's possibly easier for you to sell one sleeve, $150. But what comes after that? After that person purchases, what are they going to have? And what we want to have here is that, hey, this be in your hands. Guys, you have boards, right? In boards, you have it on in your hands, on your phone. We want you to keep this too. We want you to have it ready in your hands for when a person, when you enroll a person, you send it to them immediately. And immediately we are programming that call with that person. Hey, I'm going to give you a list of all the people you need to know that you're going to invite to this call. All this is something we have to talk about immediately. The only way that a system can work is when we use it. That's it. That is why we put so much effort into creating these systems for you. Now we are working on something that is brutal, that is an investment on our side, but we're going to give it to you. We're going to put it in your hands for you to also use it as a recruitment tool and to make recruiting even easier. But we need to use it, right? We need to use it. All right, guys, questions. Let's start with questions now. Do they also create an account? Alexander's asking me a retail client account. Retail clients are going to create an account, but it's not a brand partner account. It's two completely different accounts. Now, what does have to happen is that Tatiana wants to enroll as a business partner, but she's a retail client. She's going to call customer service. She's going to cancel that one. Hey, I don't want to be a retail client anymore because I want to be a business partner. And she enrolls with you as a business partner. If you have a question, just raise your hand, please. Who else? Come on. Alejandra? For example, the ones who are preferred customer that you say that to refer them, do they pay something to become affiliates and to share the link? No, they don't have to pay anything. They just share it and that's it. Oh, the ones that you are saying to receive points, that receive points and monthly product. Oh, I'm confused. You just said that there are some customers that can receive free product just by sharing the link. Yes, what we want is that we are talking to them because you're going to say it's a retail client, or you're going to receive free product when you become a business partner. Oh, okay. Alejandra, do you know those patches that you love? You can get them for free. Yeah, how? Yeah, let's meet up and I'll explain to you how you can get those patches for free. Oh, okay. Now you access this area, you share your patch link, they enroll, you can earn money, and the patches are free for you. Oh, okay. So we have to be that bridge between the retail or preferred customer for obviously we want them to become business partners. Guys, this business, you have to convert them. That is why here we talk about, I know there's different teams and they do different things, but here we talk about the business people. Here we talk about business. Business, 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 business. The business helps people. But if the only thing I talk about is product, 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 the only thing you're going to have is a lot of sick people. Nobody's going to want to work the business. And the only thing that you have now is a job, an employment, because to earn money, what do you have to do? Sell more product and sell more product. Constantly searching to sell product. That's not a business. What we want to do is, hey, come work the business. Come become business partners. So more people are selling. Yes, you become a slave if you do it that way, 100%. I'm not searching for that. And that is why we have to be very clear. If you just talk about illnesses, what it cured, this and that, it's the only thing that you're going to attract. And not a lot of these people, they're possibly not going to be business partners. The other day I tried it with my wife. I told her a story. And imagine that 10 people enroll. Out of those 10 people, 8 of them decided to do the business because they have the correct mindset. And 8 of them are running. 8 of them brought in people compared to the people who don't have the correct mindset for this business because not everybody has it. So we have to know where we need to go. Thank you, Ale. Thank you too. Janetsi. Janetsi. No, she must be going through 836. That doesn't have internet service. Dimitrio. Yes. Sorry? How many patches do you give the person when they're free? You can give them 5 of your sleeve that you want to share with people. Yeah, 5 is fine. If you purchased in advance you have 90 patches. You divide it by 5, it's 18 people. You patched 18 people. 10 to 18 people. And if 20% arrive, it's 3.6 people. You recovered your investment and you're 1 person away to reaching manager. How many sleeves are there per pack? Depending on what pack you purchase. How many patches? 30 per sleeve. Oh, okay, okay. Thank you. So now let's go to iPhone Mili. Hi, Mili. Hi. Can you see me? Yes. Okay. Hi. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity today. I went through a situation in which I had a friend who shared a lot of health information. She is part of a keto group of these people that follow the keto diet monitored by a doctor. So she's a bit difficult when we talk about health-wise. But I wanted her to approve. And when I say difficult health-wise, because for her, maybe she's doing something correct to avoid inflammation in her body. But when I was trying to attract her to the product, I said, hey, look, using my Aura ring, I have seen that the measurement of how deeply I'm sleeping are bigger, are greater. Now I'm sleeping better at night. And also the REM, which is the deep sleep, that is very important. So what happens to me then? I give her 3 patches and I tell her to try it. And she was in the sleeping area and the optimal at 21% out of 100. It goes down to 80. And then she says, the patch isn't working. I'm going to stop using it. And also, I was sleeping very deep and I was at a 0%. So, since I've heard a lot about how the patch works, sometimes in people, because it makes them feel tired, especially during the first weeks, I never found, in this case, what to say. I just said that the patch worked in different people in different ways, and that also this ring that we use is affected by other things. I didn't find what to say. How could I? Maybe I shouldn't have referred about what happened to me in my ring because in her case it was the contrary. How would you have answered to this situation? How long have you been in the business, Millie? For a month. Okay. So, in all our resources, and this is why I was talking about this, it's very important for you to spend time looking at all this, okay? There is something that happens with a few people, which is a detox. The body is disintoxicating from what they need to do from the detox, and it can cause all those things. Yes, I am doing things. Of course, that doesn't say anything about you. The body is going to know that they need to go through a detox. And that is why it's important for you to explain that detox, or if not, you will send the video of the detox at the doctor. There it is, mine, Jay's, with all the teams. We all have these videos that explain the detox and that talk about, hey, what's going on in your body? Why is your body feeling like this? Because it's going through a process. It's eliminating things that they don't want there. And that is what happens. Sleep. When I used the X49, I said to my wife, well, it's not doing anything, but it takes longer because it's going through a detox process, right? So every body and every metabolism is different, and that is what was happening. It was a detox. And if you can't explain it, the person is just going to say, no, I don't want this. Like when we start a new diet, when you try to do the carnivore diet now, just mute. You're going to spend very interesting days while your body gets used to what you're eating. What is the body doing? It's disintoxicating. I would send her that video. Yes, I found a video that I like very much, and it's relatively short from Dr. Jen, who wrote the patch book, the patch guide. That video is called Regenerative Healing in Sticker. In that video, she explains very much episodes of being tired. I had to refer to that video today, also with the person who I was introducing the patch and the business to. And she was very clear. She says you can feel tired because you need salt. If you feel tired, sleep. That video helped me a lot because something that I thought about was, yeah, I said to my friend, because we speak Spanish, I said, you need to trust in the process. I said, I want you to know that David Smith, the more I see his videos, the more I trust in him. This man is a genius. That's why I continue using my patches because I trust in his ability to help people recover their health. So my friend liked that very much, and she said, I took the patch off because I got scared, but I'm going to lie down and rest, and I'm going to wait for the information that you're going to send me. Okay, thank you, Millie. Thank you too. Maidel, Santa María, activating my audio. I wanted to add for Miss Millie, who was concerned about this, and this has happened to many others. And my recommendation to them is go to bed earlier. Don't wait until 8, 9, or 10. The earlier you can put it on and take it off, and some of them have been able to stabilize about sleep because others are still very active. But my question is, those messages that we need to send to our customers that you're saying that you're going to give to us, are you going to send them to us to our on the road to director WhatsApp? We're going to put it everywhere. We're going to send it via email too. Guys, it's also very important for you to pay attention to your email and all your teams, your WhatsApps. If you don't have that number there are people here that don't have their phone number in LifeWave. This company is paying you money. I would like you to contact me as fast as possible. Well, that's what I think. And we are also sending messages and emails to you. Hey, what are we going to do? Now we have some events coming up in May in Miami. We have a lot of things going on, and it's the only way that we can reach out to everybody. So you have to pay attention to your emails and to your mail messages. Perfect. Okay, thank you very much. Angelica Maya. Hi, good evening. Sorry, I can't turn on my camera. It's okay. Okay, I was explaining that I started today. I started the business today. Welcome. Congratulations. The best decision you have taken. Thank you. I did this because on March 25th, I started to use the patches. I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis a year ago. But since I started with symptoms, I haven't had a treatment because in my country, in Venezuela, it's very costly to access treatment. So I started to use the patch, and my experience was terrible. But because I'm in a detox process, I understand that. I realized that right now I'm in a wheelchair. So I start having a lot of pain on my legs, double of what they hurt before. But they only hurt for one day. The other day I had like a cold, but only one day. And sometimes I have headaches. They have been very weird experiences, but I stopped taking pregabalin, which was what I would take for the pain on my legs at nights. It's been 5 days since I'm not taking it. Amen. My heel was swollen. It's not swollen anymore. I a wound that I had underneath my breast got healed. So a lot of things are happening. I truly trust and have a lot of faith in this product, especially because of my own process. And I'm doing this because I want to be a testimonial at the moment of offering the product to a customer. I'm not going to tell you something that they told me. I'm going to tell you something that I lived and I am living. There are many people who know me and they know my case and they know I'm with this treatment, and there's a lot of people interested. My question is, I understand that this is a continuous treatment. Yes, 100%, because since it's a continuous treatment, you can't interrupt it. It has to be constant, right? Because you said that we should give out patches for people to try it, but I don't think 5 patches is going to be enough. It depends. You have to measure that. If somebody is truly interested, they should purchase a 30 pack for a month. The owner explains that at least you should give it 3 months. But most of the people, most of them, that is why I wrote if you have 18 people, you're going to enroll 3. And that's in the worst of the cases. You're going to have an effect in the next 24 to 48 hours. Yes, actually, the first day I patched myself, I would sleep alone. I would just completely fall asleep at any time. I couldn't even open my eyes. I used to not sleep well at all at nights. And now at 10:30 p.m., I'm asleep because I patch myself at 7:30 a.m. and I take it off at 7:30 p.m. At 7:30 p.m., I am sleeping. So, of course, when I'm offering the product to people who are interested, thank you, Carol. For people who are interested, I don't talk about 5 days. I talk about a month, and I am telling them it's not that you're going to try it because it's not trying. If you're going to try, the inventor of the patch talks about 3 months. So it has to be a continuous treatment. And I'm not saying that here because unfortunately in my country, we don't have the financial capability, but I still want to work or play with that because I bought a pack of 6 for my personal treatment. So what do I want? I want to make sure that I have 2 months of my own personal treatment and sell 4. And with those 4, I can purchase another pack and search for the people who want to become affiliates. So they themselves, at least the people that I know who are ill or have long pathologies and don't need a month but are going to spend a bit more, and it can become a bit complicated. So I want to play around with that. So I'm just starting today. I don't know anything. I'm just listening. Just like you said, enrolling into the trainings, to the back office, to school, to all those places where all those videos are at, and to learn the most that you can. Thank you, Angelica. And I am very happy of having you here, but even happier for listening to your testimony. God bless you. Thank you. Amen. Janetsi, do you have service now? Did you pass the 8:36? I had a question, but first, Angelica, I want to let you know, as a recommendation, not to use the word treatment with friends, family members, and so on, because LifeWave's technology is not a treatment, so there is no kind of wrong interpretation because it can generate a conflict with people. It's a phototherapy technology, and for them to change the word treatment for phototherapy, you know that however she wants to express it, but she should try not to say that it's a treatment because people can think that it's a medical treatment or that it's going to, the patch is going to substitute a medication that the person is taking for an illness. And we would be sharing incorrect information with people. So just try to avoid that word that could generate conflict. She can share her testimony and everything she is experimenting, but not call it treatment to avoid problems. Okay, your question? Oh, it's almost going to be 7. We'll talk later when we have more time about the people who become clients, from clients to brand partners that can receive a free product. I would like to know a bit more in detail on how we can achieve that, but we have time on another day. I'll answer quickly. The only thing that is, it's because if I earn money, it means I don't have to pay. Oh, so it's a way to compensate that with your earnings. Yeah, it's compensated by the cost of your product. Exactly. This is a product that the person is interested in. Remember, I need to have a hook for you to say, okay, I'm a retail client, but how can I do this for free? Okay, let's meet up and I'll explain it to you. You meet up and you explain to the person, look, if you enroll as a business partner and you share your link, this information with other people, this is what you're going to earn. And this is what you're going to pay every month for your patches. Now, if you continue growing your team, you're going to have free patches, but you're also going to earn money. And that is a job of the person once they are in front of the client customer. Yes, it's a way to compensate that the earning that you're going to generate covers the cost of your use of monthly patches. Exactly. That's what we're all doing. We've never bought a patch because with what we earn every month, we have enough to cover for the auto shipment. That is correct. Yes, correct, Nancy. Thank you. Perfect. Thank you. All right, guys, girls, God bless you all. Remember to be paying attention to your emails, to your WhatsApps. We're going to be sharing constantly all this with all the people. Your team will send this to you. We're going to send it to you via email, via WhatsApp. We're going to send it to everyone for you to have all of this already to send it to people. Okay? Bye, guys. Remember, tomorrow we have a training and on Thursday too. Bye.